Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taking you to 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch 54. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, let's get this. Larry. Hey, tight.
Me and you all day. I'm coming up. Here we go.
On second and 15 now. Allen, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 42. First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Mike, check down 80. Half 10.
Check. Lucky.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon.
Get there.
The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon Golden. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, all day. Oh, Trot.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
I got him. Mike's single.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, Thompson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. 60 out low. We own them. We own them.
And now Jackson will look to throw it to Thompson on the screen. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Bravo!
I'm coming for you.
Allen now looks to throw, and he finds Tyler Croft. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah. You don't want that.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On play action, Allen. Pass incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Mike, 2.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll run on 1st down. Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1.
Brown 80.
Mike 54. All day, dog.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mark
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Alert!
Hey, check my
From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 80. Mike 54.
Alert!
Target. Check. Chef.
Check.
On second down now, it's Edwards. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the edge.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Three down. Odd. Check 90.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be third and 13.
Mike, check 33. 33.
You better. Hey, Delta. You better be afraid of me. And go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
66. Pull it. Half.
You better bring it.
Watch twist. Hot seven.
Here's Jackson to throw. Completes it to Hardman. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Go.
Now a give, right side. Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Get in the weight room. Orbit.
On second and 12, Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On third down, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. A good pickup there of 22.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Move. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 38-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Get in the weight room.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run it here with Thompson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Shift. 61. Max box. Right. Delta. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending and the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Step it up.
5 wide. Hey, 52.
Allen now from the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this is caught by Watkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 8-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 50.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I got you.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson on the move to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, now they'll try the end around.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the ball. 25, check 25, check 25.
Check 26, check 26. Rush in.
From the gun, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Thompson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Come on. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 buzz. 58's the mark. 58.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Jackson in the offense. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run with Thompson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double dog, that's the way.
Now it's Jackson to Thompson on the screen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Let's go. 70 ending. 50. We don't want this.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys.
At their own 36-yard line.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 12, Allen caught by Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And here's Allen operating from the gun. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A first down carry now for Yeldon. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it. Pick the edge.
On first down, it's Edwards. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hey, watch that. Round 80. Mike 54. Mike 54.
You don't want it. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Check 13. Check 13. Middle. Check 3. Off 52.
They run once more with Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Middle. Hey, check Mike 33. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
Again, a run with Thompson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Go Mike 50. Here it comes.
From the gun, our 3rd down. Jackson gets this one to Hill. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback. 49, check 49.
This is Grant. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Kill.
They go back to Grant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 17-10 score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He completes it to Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. 36, 36. Check.
Alert, alert, alert.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Here we go.
This is Edwards.
Under 10, 10.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Yeldon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a run with Edwards. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Allen. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They should have known. They should have known, baby.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas.